The great responders there in New York, saving the Yankees from now 2 series here in the ALCS. And it's been very interesting, Dylan, to watch this team really going back to April and the emergence of Aaron Judge and those Judge's robes and the wigs. Yeah. And they built up that box out there for him. Yeah, in May. And now here we are, bring that fast forward to now. And like Tyler pointed out, to be down 0-2 in the division series, to be down 0-2 in the ALCS. All this to come to this question: is this a team of destiny this year?
It feels like it a little bit. Anytime you can come back from the depths of defeat, and when you're down 0-2 in a best of 5, I know there's precedents, even in the Yankees' history, they've made that comeback before. But against the 100-win Indians team that was the odds-on Vegas favorite to win the World Series, to have to beat Kluber at home, it just feels like there's an it factor about this Yankees team. Even from April, you mentioned it. It was so improbable that this guy would take over baseball with the small sample size we had last year. Luis Severino might not have even made this rotation out of spring training, yet he's probably going to finish third in the American League Cy Young voting. You got a hometown kid from across the state line in Todd Frazier that we didn't know would be wearing pinstripes at this point. But thanks to a deadline deal that brought David Robertson back and Todd Frazier back, this whole thing has come together nicely. And everyone seems to be talking about the fact that I don't know what to do. I can't hate on this Yankee team. For a lot of neutral fans out there, they find themselves rooting for the Yankees because they're underdogs. Their superstar in Aaron Judge is very likable because of his humility. Yeah. And something about when a manager has a big gaffe and the team bails that manager out, there's something that we can relate to in the human condition with that. Unless you just hate Joe Girardi or hate the Yankees, you were sort of rooting for the Yankees to bail him out because of that gaffe in Game 2 of the ALDS. So there's something about the Dodgers, too, that have an it factor. You don't go 51-9 in the middle of the season, have an emergence like Cody Bellinger in your own right with a great rookie. And just the way they've played, it seems like they've been that team of destiny all year, and certainly in the National League. But all of a sudden, the Yankees are getting very hot and looking like a team that's going to be really hard to put a fork in their back, especially with both 0-2 comebacks. Now, they still got to win a game to get to the Fall Classic, but they certainly look like a team that's banded together, and they're pitching great and coming up with big hits when they need them.
And the Joe Girardi story, I think, is interesting, too, to go from a guy on the hot seat and his future in question. Now,
he doesn't have a contract at the end of the season.
Right. Now, how can you part with a guy intentionally if they're able to get to the World Series?
And a big part of that was him owning it. A big part of that was not shying away from, well, I really thought this, and just say, I screwed up. There was something human about that that's easy to root for, and I think that's why the guys got his back and said, we got to win this one for Joe, and they've done a very good job taking him off the hot seat.
And for fans who like him or don't, his genuine expression of his feeling for the franchise, I mean, that has to at least, again, like or hate his on-field decisions that he makes. Managerially, you got to like his commitment to that.